All right. Hello, everyone. So, I'm going to start a series on Path of Exile here. This is going to be different than my other series. So, this is kind of like I don't know if you would call it a challenge or what. I just want to do it. So, this is what I'm going to be doing. I made this character here, this league in Sentinel League, to try out the new, well, not the new, but the EA totem build that is now pretty good. This is the one that Zizaran put out a video on and POB before the league start of Sentinel League 3.18. And I've already taken all the gear off this character and everything. I leveled them up and got all the way through. Did Sentinel and everything with it. And leveled them up, got them through Act 10 and everything, and did one map, kind of like I did with the Necromancer series. Now this is not going to be a series like that because I'm not really doing this as a leveling guide. I'm just doing this to kind of like challenge or not. This is all the gear I accumulated leveling this single character up. I accumulated all of this gear. So this is actually like, this made me a pretty good this league, Sentinel League, is very, very good for currency. It is just miles away very good for currency. I got up to like 30 chaos during this league. I had like 37 at one point orbs of alchemy. And I went down to like 6 of them. I'm already back up to 26. I've gotten 5 regal orbs. I usually get maybe at most 1 regal orb, and that's usually really rare. So, and I've gotten a bunch of jewelers. I've got 28 fusings, and I spent like 10, 15 fusing leveling up. There is so much currency you get in this league. I got 12 orbs of scouring, 11 orbs of regret. This is just a massive league for currency. You just get so much currency. I did not get an exalted orb at all, so I didn't get that good. But I did get a bunch of chaos and other currency that just straight up gave me a lot of currency for the league, for leveling up. And like, I bought a tabula rasa. This was like 9C. I bought a 5-link storm cloud that gave me that was for like another 10C or so at the time. I got a skirmish, which was only 1C. I made a hero's bite itself. I made it personally, so that was actually free for me, since you can craft those. I bought this helmet at the end when I needed to cap my lightning res, and this was only like 3C itself. These gloves I just picked up off the ground. Actually, no, sorry, those gloves were not the ones I picked up off the ground. These gloves I crafted on, and I did that with essences. Look at my essence tab. There is so much essence. I've never had this much essence since Essence League was around. Starting out, like I said, I did one map. This is all from leveling. I had so many essences from doing Sentinel. Let me look real quick and see if I still have. I'm not sure if I still have that Sentinel or not. This is it. I got this way back at level actually 20 something, and I was able to keep this and keep repairing it and powering it back up and improving it. This started out as a magic essence and a magic sentinel. And I got this way back then around level 26, 24, something like that. And then I just kept crafting it with other things, adding to it. And it eventually, just the last time I had this and was able to power it up, it was this. It gave me so much currency, so much essences. I was surprised I was able to keep using this. I used this like 4 or 5 times in a row. I was able to, as I was leveling up, all the way from like Act 4 or so. It's like around when I got it. I cannot believe how much I got from that. This is all from that one deal. I also have some blue ones too, because I went the blue and red route. So I did get some of that, but this is the main one I was using during that point. So I wasn't really getting essences or anything from it. I was just getting jewelry rewards. Helped out a little bit for a couple of jewelries. I got some uniques out of this. This I got like right at the end, like in Act 9 or something like that. I got this to drop for me. So if I wanted to, I could go make a really good cyclone build with this. I've done it before. This is one of my favorite pieces for this. For a cyclone build. I got so many. I got this like really, really early. This was my amulet all the way until like Act 4. I used that amulet until I started needing some stats. Got all these rings. Let's see. I got this early. I was able to use the Princess and Redbeak early with before I even got to playing with EA. These two dropped for me just straight up with the Sentinels. I had a couple of unique Sentinels, I think, that gave me this, and they helped me out there. These were, like I said, early. I was using, I was leveling up with that hammer deal. What is that hammer thing called? It's a blue gem, isn't it? I can't remember. Or is it green? Might be green. It was low level. Spectral Helix. There it is. That's what I was. I started out with Shattering Steel, and then, or was it the other? It might have been the other steel. I started out with one of those steels. And then I switched into Spectral Helix at like level 12 and used it until I got EA. And this was just great for leveling up with. There was no problem leveling like that. Let's see. Go back to uniques here. Got a couple of these baptisms leveling. This was my first actual unique to drop, was this President Blazion. Then I dropped a Prism Weave Labor. Unfortunately, you can't use Prism Weave. By that time, I had Elemental, what's that called? 1 second. Elemental Equilibrium. So it gives me fire damage to my attacks. I can't use that for the build, so I just couldn't use it, unfortunately. Harem Sorrow, I got dropped. I didn't need them, but I got those. That chest piece. I got lots of helmets. This is the first helmet I got with the Peregrine. I was thinking about changing to this at one point, and I said, nah, I don't really need it. I had a pretty good life helmet at the time, and I decided to just keep on with the life, but this works. A lot of accuracy rating and everything, some lightning resistance, armor and evasion. It's everything you need for the build itself, and and these are the colors you need for all your auras. 2 reds, a blue, and a green. Gives you all your aura stuff there. Got a bunch of different shields and everything, and I even sold some of my uniques that I got that I knew I would never use. I got this. I never used it, but I got this. I bought this actually for like 14C at one point. I was thinking about using this at one point, but by the time I was able to, I was able to spend a point to actually use it. I decided not to, because I didn't really need the determination res reservation reduction mastery deal on the free. I got a bunch of, this is about all I got though of frags. There wasn't much frags leveling up, and I didn't start getting these until like Act 5 or so. So don't get much of that stuff, and I didn't get any of the other things. I got some div cards. I got like one thing of fusing deals and one cartographer's chisels right at the end. But everything else, not much here. Really, not many div cards. I didn't get many div cards as I was leveling. Like I said, I just got tons of essences. This is what I was talking about. This is what I used to craft those gloves as a zeal. I was actually able to get the tier 2 one. Instead of welling, I had this one. And that's the one that proc that skill on there for me. Got a couple of maps at the end, but nothing special. So that's what crafted those gloves right there. These boots, I was able to get dropped. Actually, these just dropped for me. And I was able to get the regenerate life in the Merciless Lab. So that was really good. Couple of rings that just dropped for me. This is the amulet I was using all the way once I got it around level 43, as you can see. I just started using that and I never looked back. Never need anything else. Got this belt around level 43 as well. That's just dropped for me, and damn, that was a good belt to pick up. Yeah, I got some flask and I was able to roll them to get various things. Really needed the gain charges when you're hit by an enemy, but I decided to just keep some increased charges and stuff since I had the good secondaries on some of them. And these were in my offhand slots to level gems with. But yeah, it was a really nice leveling experience. Didn't have no problems. By the time I got around to getting the Storm Cloud and the Tabula Rasa, I was just rolling through content by then. So that was the explanation of what I did on my champion. And that's what I was doing, was the champion version of this build. Went and got the Unstoppable Hero, then the Fortitude, and then the Conqueror, and then I would, if I go through Uberlab, get the Worthy Foe to have pretty much all the time being able to hit, and things like that. So I decided I wanted to try doing this again, but I wanted to do Paziltron's build, or Paziltron's, or however you pronounce their name. I'm not sure. They do a guide of this for, let me bring it over here and bring it up so you can see it, of a Witch Elementalist and things and leveling it up. So I decided, you know what? I had so much fun doing the duelist to champion route, and they say the Elementalist is a lot harder to do this with because of, dex and strength requirements that you need. You kind of get those late into the tree. So I decided, you know what? I would really like to test this for myself and see how I do. Now this is going to be following this tree until like Act 4 or 5, really. And that's when the respec really happens, is like Act 5. A lot of this stuff is taken out and everything. You don't need that anymore. So around that time, I'll be respecing all of this. I will still be transferring to EA once I reach like level 28 when I get it. But I will still be usually like around Act 4 is when I'm going to be changing and everything, and I'll save a point and put it into Ancestral Bond. And that's when I'll change over to EA on the Witch, because by then I'll also have the Master Saper of Flames, and I'll have everything really I need. I'll just have to do some, going through Act 5, I'll just have to redo some specking and everything to get everything set up, because all of this is going to go, this is going to go, this is going to go. all of this is going to go and change around to the others. And I decided I want to try this out. But I'm also going to be leveling, as like Pazeltron suggests. I went through his 3.17 hands, or hand holding, whatever, skill, and wrote down what each time he did at each level in the leveling, in the skill tree here. So what gems and everything. He's got the notes here, but they are a little bit confusing for me. I understood some of it, but some of his gem deals didn't make sense to me in here. So I decided to do this instead and go through his video and watch what let him tell me what he purchases, what gems dropping at certain points. And it goes all the way up to like level 38, where you just buy the last gem, and then you can at Act 6, you just go and purchase any gem you want at level 1. And then you have Cioso also if you want some gems early. So yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do. Now this is, like I said, this is not going to be like a leveling guide. This is just for my personal deal that I want to do. So I'm going to actually, when I switch over to EA, I'll be switching to using, you know, the Storm Cloud, the Tabula Rasa, the Skirmish, and all things like that. And then I'll be putting on this gear as I go along. I'll probably wear the Tabula Rasa, the Gauntlet, and the Wanderlust early, and probably the Tory Ward. I'm not sure if I'll be using that until later. And I'll just be leveling through. I'm just playing the game. I'm not really doing a leveling guide, but I will just be playing the game. So the other thing that's different about this is there's going to be no commentary. While I was playing that Necromancer leveling guide I did, following Kay's Summoner League starter, I did that in about 3.5, 4 days of real time. And by the end of it, I could barely talk. I don't know if you could tell or not, but I was in real pain there of trying to talk. So I decided this time, no commentary whatsoever. This is not a guide, so it doesn't have to have commentary. This is just me playing the game, having lots of fun, and just continuing on. I know some people are not going to like that. That's up to them if they want to follow along. Like I said, this is just for my own personal enjoyment. I want to record it, so you'll have a recording and everything. There's going to be at least 10 videos. I'm probably going to be splitting each video up by acts. So it'll be an Act 1 video, an Act 2 video, an Act 3 video, an Act 4 video, an Act 5 video. Just like the, just kind of like the League Start deal with Necromancer that I did a while back. So I'll be following along with that. Well, I won't be following along with that, but I'll be doing something like that. So if you want to, you can go act by act if you want. This right here, this section right here, this commentary thing is just going to be ready to be a single video by itself. It's already like 18 minutes, so pretty soon I'll be ending this video. But I'll just be going through everything. I'll be buying all the gems and everything as I usually do, instead of having gems pre-prepared like I would do in other settings. I'll just be buying them as I go along. It's just, yeah, I just want to have fun with this. I think it'd be a lot of fun. I also kind of want to see how much currency we get again, you know? How much currency will we get as we level up again? Because like I said, I got like 30 to 40 chaos as I was leveling up, and just spent it on gear that helped me out a whole lot. So yeah, that'll be what I'll be doing this time as I'm leveling up. So I'll see y'all then. I hope y'all enjoy the series. A couple of things though. I'm not going to be personally hearing any music or sound effects on the game, which y'all hear. Y'all hear the music and stuff. But I will also be listening personally myself to some Spotify music, as you can see in the upper left corner of the screen right now. And if you wish to, you can mute the in-game audio that'll be playing and everything like that, because I won't be talking. There'll be no commentary whatsoever until we get through doing like one map at the end, like I did here on the champion. And I'll probably put that as a separate video and give you my thoughts after leveling to compare it to the champion and things like that. So so I'll be having the Spotify up in the upper left corner, so you can actually listen along to what I'm listening to if you want to, or play your own music, whatever you want to do. But there will be no commentary, so you don't have to worry about missing anything if you want to mute any audio at all. So I'll just let y'all have that information right there, and we'll just go along with that. So I want to thank everybody for watching this video. I hope y'all enjoy the series, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.